Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Report. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Ray Man Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your soul story together. And we have a shout out this week to our new friends at ohmtimes.com. If you go to ohmtimes.com, you'll see one of the greatest lightworker magazines on the planet, and you will see our horoscopes there as well. Well, the sun is now in Chapter 3 of Libra. This is the master shui, the passionate, intense part of the transit. We'll be working on our long-term partnerships, our romantic marriages, and strategic business alliances as well. The classic kind of cliche of sun in Libra. The moon will be a bit intense this week. It will actually go full by the end of the week. It begins in cutoff Aquarius, then we're juicy in Pisces for 3 days, then a full moon in Aries on Friday night, and then of course we have a chill weekend in Taurus where we'll be manifesting. The moon signs most affected are Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, and the moons falling into the shadow or the dark side of the moon will be the Leo moon, Virgo moons, Libra, and Scorpio moons. Now, looking at orbits, man, this week it's kind of interesting. The moon, of course, starts in the crown, but then by the end of the week will shift all the way down to the root chakra for the full moon, which creates this opposition between the throat chakra and the root chakra. And because this is the full moon in Aries, this is the most intense full moon around survival, root chakra issues. So in each of your 12 horoscopes upstairs, I'll be talking about how this opposition might affect your health and how it affects your chakras in your system. Now, taking a look at the planets, let's start first with the constellations, a new little feature I put in this week, which I had pointed out. And we, of course, overlay the planets on top of this. There's a lot going on with the planets, and some of it has been going on for a long time, and I'm happy to announce some of it is finally ending. For one, we do have this trine between Black Lilith and Saturn. The good news is both Black Lilith and Saturn show that now they're unified at growing, moving forward, healing. And Black Lilith is at step 14 this week, which means that we're going to respond differently based on the fact that we are hopefully feeling karma free. This grand cross or grand square has finally broken apart. You can see that the sun has progressed. Thank goddess for that. Now there's still a T square going on between the three planets, Uranus, Pluto, and Black Lilith is a trigger there. However, with the sun out of this week you're going to find your life going faster and faster and faster because we're starting to feel our life let up. Remember, the sun is what we love. It is basically our life. And then this grand trine, this Black Lilith grand trine is still in effect, but because of Black Lilith being at step 14 and Saturn moving to step 12 at the end of the week, this is going to be a freeing, much more freeing grand trine, and this is going to be us rushing past like water rapids our old issues and probably finding ourselves emotionally in new issues. Well, let's dive in deep to your particular soul, but to do that we've got to take the ascension elevator up, so I'll see you upstairs at 33,000 feet.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Tauruses and Taurus risings, and welcome to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you and me and you together. And what are we working on? Well, we're working on lifestyle, stepping into a new lifestyle, a new way of living, a new way of living in the moment. And I think Tauruses and Taurus risings know exactly what you need to do. It's been a matter of just pulling it off. At least that's been my experience. I think we learned this when Saturn was in Libra. But it's a test of faith. It's a new inner warrior, a new spiritual strength you're building behind closed doors. And of course, it's a new mirage in play with Saturn in Scorpio. It's a new day, a new way of treating yourself. By the way, watch Practical Wizardry right now this month in the Sun of Libra if you haven't watched that show yet of mine, because it will help you right now, and will help you next month too as the sun goes into Scorpio, and mirage and marriages and partnerships is the first thing on your energetic ticket. This week we're stepping into the passion of the moment, and there what I call synergy energy, the ability to let your life synergize, for things to work like clockwork. And most of this deals with getting out of your own way. It's not easy to get out of your own way. It's not easy to know when to yield. This is a sophisticated master shui ability. For things to run like clockwork is a master shui thing. And a lot of people think it has to do with absolute control. I would say only of yourself, not of your environment. I believe that, especially we are Tauruses, we are bulls, we are heavy. But Libra in the 6th house says that We may be in a china shop, but we can tiptoe and ballet around that china. That's the truth. A master Taurus can. And so that's kind of what this week is about. Getting on that pointer toe and focusing on being on point, allowing passion to keep the whirlwind around you, but staying on point and perfect, almost like a gyroscope as your life is, tornadoing and changing, and it's going to tornado and change. So as we step into this week, we're moving from performance to lifestyle. This is your craftsmanship, your mastery, your talent, your ability to step into your ability to truly perform. Let's see, I tell me, how am I doing on this show? I'm trying to perform better. I'm trying to step into a totally different me, and I'm sharing it only in your horoscope, Tauruses, since we're all together in this, right? Moo, 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 moo. If you don't have your Taurus Moo dictionary, you should get one. So the Sun in Libra will move from step 20, that's passionate master shui, and that means you have to trust your feelings, and this is moving into commitments with others, and in Taurus and Taurus Rising's case, commitments to, strategic alliances at work, working relationships, daily lifestyle relationships that deal with your daily lifestyle. Now, the marriage story, Saturn and Scorpio, thoughts are definitely moving now towards marriage partnerships and strategic alliances, and that's where you're thinking and negotiating and signing contracts maybe. Saturn is going to move to where you're opening up now to new long-term partnerships begin to come through. So woohoo! For those of you who are lonely and want to meet someone, Saturn says, bring it. Moo, 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 moo. But the North Node says, just listen to your intuition with all relationships right now. And in the state of Cancer, which for Tauruses is the way you think, your emotional thinkers, Jupiter says, love and trust your feelings. So this is a common theme. You got to trust your feelings now. You can't be second guess your own feelings. And Black Lilith says that when it comes to your mental prejudices, you have to completely erase the chalkboard. The past never happened, and all thoughts must be from that perspective that the past never happened. Have a complete free attitude is what you need to have. So looking at this week, looking at the long-term yoga poses, Jupiter this week is saying, love and trust your feelings and your attitude. Saturn is saying, heal your marriage and get rid of any relationship that isn't working or isn't in integrity. By being in integrity yourself, all relationships out of integrity are going to become very apparent. I guess that's the way to put it. Uranus says that when it comes to interfaith, you are going to have to go deep within with interfaith this week. More on that later. Neptune, be self-compassionate and be compassionate in your approach to the world so that you can find your place in the world. And now I've added Pluto, which is for your belief structures. You're moving forward now, hopefully with self-limiting beliefs free. So Taurus and Taurus risings, their self-limiting beliefs are now dead. Pluto made sure of it. There's no way. If you're alive and watching this horoscope, you got rid of your self-limiting beliefs. That's how Pluto works. I'll bet my astrological token on that one. So on Sunday, it's actually a professional day. Emotions are in Aquarius. And so as you step into loving and trusting that your lifestyle is going to change the way you want to, you are also beginning to get passionate. So since you're getting passionate, you need to ground and be on point. On Monday, Pisces is where the moon moves into, and so emotions become very social. So the Taurus and Taurus risings will be out and, shaking hands and kissing babies, so to speak. And at the same time, you're opening the door to a new lifestyle and a new way of living and a new way of living in your moment. And this is by way living, we mean loading the matrix. Like when they say fake it till you make it, or, life is just but a play. Well, for you, literally, play the role on Monday. The new role, you play, you launch, you see how it works, and you emotionally put yourself out there. The moon crosses Neptune, so there will be a moment on Monday where you have to raise your head high and have self-compassion. Might be some egg on your face, something like that. On Tuesday, moon still in Pisces, with emotions tied to where you belong and where you feel you belong on Tuesday, you will have a quantum breakthrough on just what your role is in the moment. So your understanding of your role in the moment is tied to your social feelings. Incidentally, for those of you who signed up for the free GA Week open house, you'll get emails all week, and you'll find that each day I remind you of what I've said in the horoscopes. This is one reason why you want to subscribe to GA, at least the email portion, because it's just that friendly reminder every day to coach you. So on Tuesday, I'll be asking people to reply and tell me, hey, what was your breakthrough? On Wednesday, that's the breakthrough. I mean, there is a breakthrough between Tuesday and Wednesday. The quantum breakthrough is an understanding of how you need to be in the moment. It very much has to do with the way you feel about yourself in the world. And so I think you're coming in, our light bulbs are going off. I'm excited myself. On Thursday, Venus rules the day, and we restore harmony. That's why we got our yin-yang guy there. The moon does move into Aries, though, so as you are restoring harmony with your life, you are also kind of retreating emotionally on Thursday, and you are starting to second-guess that inner faith, and this is what I was referring to. The moon crosses over Uranus on this day, retrograde 10 degrees, so you will have to respond emotionally differently to yourself that day in order to graduate the lesson. And this is another thing I put in the emails. I stress these things on these days. And if you emotionally respond differently, you will feel like a new man or woman on Friday, and you will feel that your life really can change on Friday. If you don't respond differently, you'll be probably using Friday to intuitively ask God why. So there could be a lot of testing of faith on Thursday and Friday with the moon in Aries, especially when the moon crosses over Uranus there. And then on Friday, it's a cloudy day, it's a spiritual day, it's a very introverted day. So partly cloudy and introverted on Friday. Now Friday night is the full moon, and for Taurus and Taurus risings, maybe the hardest full moon of the year, to be honest. This is because the moon will either fill you up with incredible inner faith, or it will fill you up with incredible inner doubt, the dark side of the moon. So if you go to the dark side of the moon, this is where you have to release the spiritual karmic issues that are in the way. Now you may also have issues in the life that have to be removed. Maybe it's not until the full moon that you realize you're going to have to quit your job, or you're going to have to, make a major change. And so it's that's what forces the moon, calls for you to find that inner emotional resolve. And truly, if you responded differently the day before when the moon crossed Uranus, you're going to respond in that same way today when the moon is full. And that is really the position I think the universe is trying to get you emotionally to step into. And once you're there, you're there. And this is the one full moon in inner faith that Taurus and Taurus risings get in the year. So it can be scary, and it can be very affirming once it's over. Make sure you do some sort of meditation or meditation on fears on Friday. On Saturday, after the full moon climaxes, the moon moves into Taurus. So, it's like we are the cigarette, right? That comes afterwards. But the moon comes into Taurus, and so you emotionally feel much better no matter what happens on Saturday. And the Saturn energy on Saturday is ruled by Saturn this month. Interesting how that lines up, right? That's where the name comes from. But the Saturn rulership is allowing you to decide. And if you were making a final cut, or you were making a final commitment to a new lifestyle or a new direction, your commitment actually happens on Saturn Day. Taking a sneak peek at next week. The following week, Mercury goes retrograde on Monday the 21st. We have some showers on Tuesday, and then we go through the rabbit hole on Wednesday, where we're moving into Scorpio. And it's going to be an intense Scorpio. If you watch Direct 3s, you certainly know that that's the case. So if you watched last week, you now know that we do not give you an elevator down. In fact, we push you out of the plane. So please put on your parachute, and I will meet you at the bottom in Witecki Theater. See you after this.
At Solmar.me, we have prices and specials worth jumping for. Like the Guardian Agency, our digital network that'll watch over you through email 7 days a week, 7 times a day. Come join our free open house next week. Just navigate to Solmar.me. While you're there, fill out your date of birth and email address in our custom form, and you'll get 7 days free. No credit card required to sign up. Come on down. And while you're there, you might want to also check out the Orbits Report and Jupiter Gets Emotional. Now just $11.11 for limited time and for immediate download. At Solmar.me, mind, body, and soul improvement. Parachute not included.
Hello, Tauruses and Taurus risings. I hope you enjoyed your parachute down and you used your parachute. This is our Serious Joy Toy, the little segment at the end where I gave you a toy to play with in your mind, something to chew on all week. And if you participate in this, you will find that your life changes. This is stuff I've been working on for years. And in this particular week, we are talking about, we've been working on lifestyle. And I started it off the transit saying, be the life, live the life of the Dalai Lama. And then last week I said, now reorganize your life. Everything in your life that you don't have faith in, get rid of. Okay? If you don't have faith in it, it needs to go. It's just not going to work. If you doubt, it doesn't belong there. If there's doubt, it's not solid. And we're stepping into synergy energy this week where we synergize with our life. And so it really is important. So building on that incrementally, this week, your serious joy toy is, I need some drum roll. I would like you to delegate to make reality work for you. So with those last little components left of the things you have faith in, those things you really have faith in, ask yourself, what strategic alignments do you have? What can you delegate to others? That is the premise for synergy energy, where your whole team and your whole collective can come together. So delegate reality to work for you. You know that term of making money work for you? Well, make your reality work for you, Taurus, and stand on top of that mountain for the next 7 days. All right, that's all I have. I love you very much. I very much appreciate your support, especially at soulmart.me as well. And I will see you in 7 days. Namaste and live, love, be.
Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the most loving space on the internet. And you know what? It's Friday. It's finally Friday, and we got a whole bunch of content. That's right. No, we don't. What am I talking about?